We are conducting this program because Janab Dr. Zakir Naik has refused to accept our invitation for a public debate. As he has already mentioned, Janab Dr. Zakir Naik does not or has not debated with any Christian debaters until now. Janab Dr. Zakir Naik has debated with the Italian preachers, writers, whom we respect, but they are not debaters. Debating with Italian preachers, others, but refusing to debate with the debaters is like playing chess with Sachin Tendulkar and claiming that he has won the game with the greatest player in India. But when Vishwanath Anand comes and invites him for a game, he evades by saying he is busy or you don't have that popularity. I have often heard from our IRF friends and the fans that if you bring 10,000 people, Janab Dr. Zakir Naik will be ready for a debate. My brothers and sisters, when we went to invite Janab Dr. Zakir Naik, we invited him for a debate in a public stadium or an open ground, not in an auditorium. We gave it in the writing. We gave it in the writing that we will arrange the debate in a public stadium or an open ground. When you are inviting someone for a public debate in a stadium or an open ground, you are promising them to bring thousands of people. Still, Janab Dr. Zakir Naik did not accept our invitation. My brothers and sisters, at the beginning of this year, before we had the debate with the Tamil Nadu Tawheed Jamaat, when we told to Janab P.J. Maulavi, one of the prominent leaders of an Islamic sect in India, he is the head of a sect, Islamic sect, which has over 10 lakhs people in Tamil Nadu alone. When we told to him that Janab Dr. Zakir has not accepted our invitation, Janab P.J. Maulavi said, even he had invited Janab Dr. Zakir for a debate because of the false doctrines that Janab Zakir teaches on Islam. But still, Janab Dr. Zakir has not accepted the debate invitation. This is what exactly P.J. Maulavi has told to us. Zakir Naik is in some false doctrine. Even we are calling him, but he is not coming. We have been calling him because he does some false propagation. Even he is not coming to us. Are you then saying that he is not coming when you are calling? We have been calling him for a debate, but he is not coming to us. Therefore, why will he come with you? Therefore, he is not a big matter. Debate and all will not work for him. Now, my brothers, I don't want to speak without evidence. We will show you the video clip where Janab P.J. Maulavi, head of a popular Islamic sect in India, says about Janab Dr. Zakir Naik.
Zakir Naik, நம்ம சில தவறான கொள்கைகள் இருக்காருல்ல, நம்மள கூப்பிட வர மாட்டேங்கிறாரு. நாங்களும் அவர் கூப்பிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஜாகிர் நாயக சில விஷயங்கள் தவறா இது பண்றாரு. எங்களோட வர மாட்டேங்கிறாரு. நாங்க டிபேட் கொடுத்தாலும் வர மாட்டேங்கிறாரு. நீங்க சொல்றீங்க வர மாட்டேங்கிறாரு. நீங்க எங்கிட்ட வர மாட்டேங்கிறாரு. அதனால அது பெரிய பேட்டர் இல்ல அவரு. அவர் டிபேட்ல அவருக்கு ஓடாது.
If the head of an Islamic sect with 10 lakhs people invite Janab Dr. Zakir for a debate and still he does not debate, let him not ever again say that if somebody brings him 10,000 people, he will debate. If Janab P.J. Maulavi wants, he can bring 1 lakh people to the ground. But still Zakir Naik will not debate because he does not debate with
Muslim friends always ask, why don't you debate with Janab Dr. Zakir Naik? As our brothers have noted, we have many times invited these Dawa preachers. They have never come forward for the debate. Therefore, we declare this today. If any of our friends can bring Janab Dr. Zakir Naik for a debate, on behalf of Sakshi will give them 1 lakh rupees and a nano car. If you can bring Janab Dr. Zakir Naik for a debate, you will get 1 lakh rupees and a nano car. You can never, never, never.
Today, I get several messages from Muslims saying something like this: David, you talk about Muhammad in front of your books because you're too scared to say these things in front of Zakir Naik. To you Muslims who think that Christian debaters are scared of Zakir Naik, I'd just like to ask, what color is the sky in your world? Because here on Planet Reality, Zakir Naik is a joke. Naik portrays himself as a champion debater, but he's never faced one actual Christian debater in his entire career. Compare Naik with someone like Shabir Ali. Shabir Ali has debated William Lane Craig multiple times. He's debated James White multiple times. He's debated Jay Smith multiple times. He's debated Mike Licona multiple times. He's debated Tony Costa multiple times. He's debated me multiple times. He's debated Sam Shamoun and Samuel Green and Jonathan McClatchy and Nabil Qureshi. Shabir Ali obviously isn't scared to face experienced Christian debaters. Look up Zakir Naik's debates and you'll find that he's debated a handful of people you've never heard of. The only person Zakir Naik has ever debated that I've even heard of was William Campbell. And William Campbell wasn't a debater, he was a writer. Naik knew he wasn't a debater. That's why he agreed to debate him. Naik only agrees to face people who either have no debate experience or know nothing about Islam. Those of us who debate regularly and who deal with Islam regularly, Naik won't come near us. And we've been challenging him for years. Here's a debate challenge we sent him nearly 8 years ago. I've challenged him to debate. James White has challenged him to debate. Sam Shamoun has challenged him to debate. Nabil Qureshi has challenged him to debate. And do you know what he says when we challenge him to debate? He says, you have to guarantee that you will show up to the debate with 10,000 people. Now, that's a strange demand. If you look at Zakir Naik's other debates with Christians, they didn't have to bring 10,000 people to the debate. In the 2 Zakir Naik debates I've clicked on, there were only a couple hundred people in the audience. Why did Zakir Naik debate them? I was recently watching one of Naik's Q&A sessions, and a Christian woman was at the mic. And Zakir Naik said that if she wanted to debate, they could set up a debate.
Ask your question in 2 or 3 sentences. If it is more than 2 or 3 sentences, yes, it becomes a lecture. If you want to have a lecture, yes, so if you want to have a debate also, we can arrange.
Can you? Okay.
You can come to Bombay.
Right. No, it's not Bombay. I'm in the Gambia.
Why was Zakir Naik trying to set up a debate with a random woman who stepped up to a mic at a Q&A session? By the way, right after he challenged her to debate, he changed his mind and said that he refuses to debate women. Then he said that he would be happy to debate a religious scholar. But once again, Naik didn't say anything about bringing 10,000 people to the debate. Why does Zakir Naik's 10,000 people rule only come into play when he's challenged by people who debate regularly? If some local pastor no one's ever heard of agrees to face him, suddenly Naik is ready to debate, even if the pastor shows up with no one. This is the age of the internet. Millions of people can watch a debate online. Zakir Naik could have a debate with a Christian in a hotel room and people around the world could watch it. Why does he selectively apply his 10,000 people rule? Because he knows that in America, most Christians have no idea who he is, so they're not going to come out by the thousands to see him debate. He knows that Christian debaters aren't going to rent the Superdome to face him because we think he's a joke. So he made up a rule that he only applies to avoid actual debaters. Why? Because he's a complete, utter, total coward, and he knows that his arguments would be destroyed by any experienced Christian debater. And what do Muslims say when we point this out to them? Oh, Zakir Naik refuses to face you debaters because you're beneath him. Wait, all of the actual debaters are beneath him, but the people he's debated, most of whom no one's ever heard of, they were important enough for him to face? How would we know who's beneath Zakir Naik if he's never once stood on stage with an experienced debater? How would we know? Naik is like a guy who walks outside his house, punches someone in the face, and declares that he's the heavyweight boxing champion of the world without ever facing any actual boxers. It's pathetic. What's even more pathetic is that Naik's followers are so gullible, they think he's a serious debater. There are serious debaters in the world. Naik isn't
But when
one
it
of them.
comes to popular Islam, it seems that the most popular name today is Zakir Naik. Now, he, of course, as we have demonstrated in previous videos, is pretty much just continuing the work of Ahmed Deedat. His arguments are sometimes word for word identical to Ahmed Deedat. And what concerns me is I don't see a lot of evidence that Dr. Naik has gone beyond Ahmed Deedat. Once again, I would love to see someone arrange an opportunity to debate Zakir Naik. Maybe over more than one night, because there are some very important topics to address, and it would be very useful, I think, to find out, can this man actually go beyond the speed reading of verses and actually deal with the text as it was originally written against someone who knows that text well? That's what I'd like to find out. I would be honored to have that opportunity of defending the gospel of Jesus Christ in that context. We would be very happy to see that happen.